Hey everyone, welcome to this video. Today I'm going to share some projects that I'm working on currently. I wasn't really in the mood to film a video and edit it, but I figured I could at least just share some stuff that I'm currently working on. So I'll start with the work that I have downstairs, which is kind of like my embroidery station. The first thing I have is still my Page of Wands top. I haven't got very far for this one. I've been embroidering this salamander, and then I have a lot of other spots I drew out that I want to embroider, but I haven't really worked on this too much. So that's that. I have this heart that I've been embroidering, and I'm doing a really fine embroidery on this one. The inner threads are 2 strands of thread, and then this darker pink is 3 strands of embroidery floss. And once I finish all of the background embroidery, I'm going to embroider the symbols that are inside the heart and then figure out how to finish this one. I'd love to finish this before Valentine's Day. I just drew out this butterfly. It doesn't have any details yet though, and I thought I could bead the whole thing and also bead the background. So I'm gonna bring this upstairs actually. I started this flower a while ago, haven't got very far. It's kind of like a tarot flower from the Death card. In the Death tarot card, there's a skeleton riding a horse. They're carrying a black flag with a white rose on it that has 5 petals. So I basically just redrew that rose, except the inside I'm going to do some kind of cool beaded pattern of sorts, maybe a checkerboard, maybe something a bit more intricate. And right now I'm going through the process of filling in all the spaces with white chain stitch embroidery, and then the leaves are going to be green, but really it's just like filling this in with white. So that's just going to take some patience. I have this cow and baby cow, which I started before the holidays and I haven't worked on, but I'd like to. So I took this out of my table mess and put it back on top of my pile, so maybe I can work on this month. 2 more things. One, I stitched buttons all along the legs of these pants. These are just like Dockers khaki pants that Lewis gave me because they didn't fit him, and then they fit me but they're just like a little bit too big, or like the fit's a little off. So I decided I would do some embroidery, and I included some buttons, but this feels like a very overwhelming task. It's going to be a lot of embroidery. I've got some flowers so far. The idea is I'm just going to embroider the leaves and stem in black, and then all of the flower petals will be pink. So who knows how long this is going to take me, but that's another project that I'm working on little by little. It's kind of springy, so I think it's okay if it takes me into the spring to finish that. The last thing I have downstairs that I'm working on, which I might work on today, is this pink velour cardigan that I thrifted in one of my YouTube videos actually. And I want to add button designs on it and sell it because I noticed I'm just not wearing the pink sweater. I think I just thought I could be into pink and I'm not. I grabbed some more buttons, so I'm gonna kind of mess around. Right now I just have a few like little flowers, but I want to make it more crazy. I don't really have a game plan, so we'll see how that comes out. Now I'll show you what I've got in my workroom at my beading table. I'm working on this water pitcher. It's going to be fully beaded, so I'm filling in the water portion with some little blue beads, and then I need to see if I have any clear beads to do the parts that aren't water, and if I don't, then I'm gonna go and try to buy some at a craft store, which I don't usually do. I try to just kind of work with what I've got or thrift stuff, but because this is very specific, I'll go to the store and get some clear beads, clear seed beads. But anyways, that's a fun one that I'm really excited to finish. It's a little bit like Aquarius inspired. I'm gonna work on some small pieces today. A little beaded flower, maybe this beaded apple and the Ace of Cups. And maybe I'll draw some other stuff out too. Some more animals, because these are a lot of flowers and objects. Something I've been doing that I think is going to be possibly my Patreon project for this week. I've been embroidering some vintage gloves with beads. So I guess beading vintage gloves that I got off of Etsy a long time ago. I got a whole bundle of them from one seller. They're very bright colors. I'm trying to come up with some cute floral beaded patterns for them and then put them in my shop. I've got these crazy lime green ones that I'm going to bead. This is a tough color though. All of the bright colors are very challenging for me, and I'm trying to think of like Prada, which I feel like always has super interesting color stories and sometimes teeters into the very like strange, uncomfortable color combinations. Lime green like this is definitely one for me. Possibly mixing in some neutrals and maybe another color might be good for those, but I have a lot of little gloves that I can come up with designs for. Besides that, well, I have some hoops that are drawn out that I want to bead. And I feel like I've already shown these in a past video. I just haven't worked on them. I drew out all of these around the holiday season. And then I have a lot of little beaded flowers, which normally I make sun catchers. I have to assemble maybe a sun catcher. And then I was also thinking I'd make some beaded floral earrings because I used to do that a lot and have those in my shop, and I haven't really replenished them in a while. Larger looped purple ones that I think I might like layer around the little purple flower. Besides those projects, I have a few things hanging up on my wall here, and these have been unfinished for a while. I feel like I've shared some of these. The little beaded butterfly. I have a house hoop with like a little quilt patches. This beaded, the beaded tulips, and then this is an 8 of Cups piece that I started a while back and really haven't made any progress on, but it's okay. I'm going little by little. And I think that's pretty much everything I was gonna share and show you guys. I've got some other random things going on as far as sewing projects, some quilting projects and other things, but I'm just like feeling very tired this week and I don't feel organized enough to get it all together. I hope this was interesting enough. Hopefully I will be a little bit more energized for next week for a proper video. I hope you're doing well out there, and be back soon with another video.